We've woken to a few problems this morning, and it's the joys of having a house back in the UK. Redders is inside at the moment trying to sort out the insurance, but it's a nightmare. Feel pretty helpless. So, I don't know if you can see here, but we've been having some loss out of our boiler this morning. I don't know if something's triggered it.
It seems to be leaking from an overflow pipe, so whether that's part of its design, because it's on an awful lot now it's off, or whether there's a problem. So if you know, let us know. But it's actually leaking from where it's meant to leak from, so I'm going to guess it's maybe because of pressure and it's just letting some pressure off. God knows.
What do you think's happened?
It's warm. I've just opened the dump valve and shut it. Maybe there was a bit of grit or muck on there.
Yeah, it could have been. It's stopped dripping now anyway.
Yeah.
But it has been dripping for a while.
It could have been that it just needed opening then closing because seals get a bit dry.
Yeah.
And you know, the hot water has been on continuous, parked up, and to be honest, even moving it doesn't hurt on this one.
Yeah.
Everything is on constant, even the broken loo this morning.
Yes. We're having a bit of a... Things are breaking, aren't they?
Well, it's not even Friday and it's Fix It Friday already.
I know. It's amazing how much we're breaking.
I know. Well, we fixed these door handles, didn't we? Remember?
Yeah, the door handles got fixed.
They got fixed with Allen keys.
The step broke.
They got fixed with a bolt.
Yeah. What else has broken? We've had quite a lot of breakages.
We've done the loo this morning. The handle.
Yeah, the handle broke.
Well, it fell apart. That's back together now.
Yeah.
The boiler leaking. I think that will be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all.
Thing is,
all the joys.
you're not really meant to live in these, are you? And I worked out in the last year we've spent 7 months in it. So, yeah, it was this little handle here.
Yeah.
That broke.
That
So
fell apart, didn't it?
yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunately, it's one of the things that happens when you try to live in one of these full time. They're not really meant for it.
No.
Do any of you remember this?
You know, we need to learn more French. That's one big thing. Google Translate is great, but I'll be getting my head in those French books, talking with vets and people.
Yeah, I think we know the basics, but once you get into technicalities of veterinary care and medical care, it becomes a little bit more difficult again. Or this.
Well, totally our fault. We're not fluent in French enough to understand fully what's being said, so we're going to work on that.
Earlier in this trip, we suddenly came to realise how our grasp at foreign languages were lacking, and having some foreign language skills would be very beneficial to our travels. So we'd like to thank this week's sponsor, Rosetta Stone, who got in touch and offered us the opportunity to start one of their language courses. I'm learning French, and Redders is learning German.
Blau.
Blau.
Weiß.
Weiß.
We've downloaded the app onto our devices, our iPads and our phones, and we're following a course of bite-sized 30-minute-a-day lessons 5 days a week, which makes it very achievable because you can fit that into your day even during a half-hour coffee break. We really like the simple format that it follows, and it almost feels a little bit like brain training or a puzzle. We found it really enjoyable. You can start at different levels depending where your current level is with a foreign language, and you can tailor the course to your needs. So for example, you can see here all the different scenarios you might need or courses. Look at that one there. That would have been a useful one. Emergency situations. So we've both been using the Rosetta Stone course, and we're really impressed. We've amazed at how much we've managed to pick up. There are several plans to choose from according to your budget. I found the speech recognition to help me with my pronunciation brilliant. I've discovered actually a lot of my pronunciation was very wrong. So although I thought I knew the words, the French people certainly didn't. Not the way I was saying them anyway. Rosetta Stone have over 25 different languages you can choose from. If you take the lifetime subscription, all 25 languages are actually included. All subscriptions at the moment are 50% off during the month of February. So have a look in the description. Got a special link for you. Go through the link and you will get 50% off. You can join me and Redders. By the summer, we'll be much more fluent. Well, we're still in the campsite just outside Gandia. but we've woken to a few problems this morning, and it's the joys of having a house back in the UK, which has left us thinking, are we going to have to cut this trip short? One of our sons got in touch with us this morning and said the downstairs ceiling in the bathroom had come down and there was water leaking from upstairs to downstairs and into the hall. They put a bucket down. Redders is inside at the moment trying to sort out the insurance, but yeah, it's a nightmare. Feel pretty helpless. The boys have all had to go to work. We don't really know what's happening. As I said, Redders is in there trying to speak to an insurance company to try and get someone there. We've got a couple of people with keys in the local area, so we're going to see if I can get one of them to go over now and you know, give the key to a neighbour so that if we can get somebody out to have a look. But it's a bit of a bad morning, to be honest, with you know, when you've got a leak in your van, like we had the boiler leaking, we're here to deal with it. But a big leak like that in your house, and we assume it's the upstairs shower that's leaked, but we don't know if there's... it's a disaster, to be honest. So yeah, I'm all for packing up and going back and trying to sort this out there. Reddit says you may as well just do it from here, so I don't know what we're going to do. Just got to hope that we can find somebody to go out, fix the leak. Downside, I suppose, of retaining a home and travelling far away. You know, you've got the house, we've got so-called tenants in it, but it's our sons. I'm sure if we had a normal tenancy agreement with normal tenants, we would have some sort of insurance in place, but yeah, I think that's what our minds are going to be on today. We're not going to be very into filming anything today. We're just going to be worrying about the house and how bad this is going to be. But I'll let you know later on what's happening. We've come out for a walk to cheer ourselves up.
We have. So we thought we'd come out and get away from the flooded house.
Yeah.
And have a cup of coffee and a tortilla.
No,
I think they were called tortitas.
Tortita.
A pancake with some honey on top.
It was very nice.
Very nice. And
Very
it was
nice.
only, what was it, €3.90?
Yes, so it worked
Americano
out.
and 2 pancakes.
2 Americanos and 2 plates of pancakes came to £6.66 for both of us, which we thought was a bit of a bargain. And it cheered us up no end, because obviously this morning I just wanted to head back and try and sort this mess out. But what's happened? The surveyors have been in touch.
Surveyors have been in touch. They are going to turn up to the house on the 26th of February, which is the earliest they can get out. And their advice is, leave it alone. Don't touch it, we need to see it. Which is great.
no problem, because those boys were not going to touch a thing.
Yeah, but that's great because it's a shower that's leaking. My suspicion is it's just a seal is gone, or the tray is cracked or something, or even worse, maybe the drainage pipe is disconnected.
Yeah, pipes underneath.
Who knows, but gosh, I ain't going back. Got insurance there for a reason. There is a crazy excess on it, but there we go. We're staying out. I'm not rushing back for that.
No.
Even if I was there, the guy's saying, don't touch it until the 26th. So I'm not one that's going to sit there and go, well, we can't touch it. I will tidy it and try and fix it. So
yeah, so we came out to Gandia Beach again.
Yeah,
because we liked it the other day, and we've had a wander along the front. We've had a tiny shopping trip to the Alley Hop. Alley Hop.
The one with the big cows outside, the cow on wheels,
Yeah, and we just had a walk along the beach. There was a lot of dogs on the beach, so we joined them. Anyway,
we joined them. So
Dolly's thrilled. She's had a swim.
Pip us off that way.
So the girls have had a swim on the doggy beach, and Dolly's had a swim. She's all soggy, aren't you, babes? Is you soggy? Yeah. Her bad stomach seems a lot better. So fingers crossed.
Dolly's had a swim and Pippa's had a woof at the water.
Yes, got a bark at the water.
And the highlight for Pippa was we could go in the Alley Hop store and she's seen herself in a mirror.
I know. You can take
She could
doggies.
work it out.
I had no idea you could take a doggies into the Alley Hop.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pippa saw herself in the mirror and was delighted. Yeah, so carry on walking. I think we've got a fair walk back.
Yeah, carry on walking back to the van, and then it's off to Little.
Oh, Lidl's, yeah, we've got to do some shopping. Got to do some shopping, and then tomorrow it's going to be a lever, I think. I did book us in for extra nights. I think I might have even told you that this morning.
Yeah.
But I did book us in for extra because I thought while we're dealing with all of this as well, we may as well have some extra on top of the extra. So that's what we've done.
Indeed.
But yeah, it's very still here today. I've got a hoodie on. Huge mistake. It's warm.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? I mean, you
No.
can see also, I'm not sure if you pick it down, the fire we've seen, there is still a little bit of
Still
smoke
burning.
left in the air there and so forth, so it must have been quite a bad one.
Yeah, oh, it's spread quite a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to carry on walking now.
Indeedy.
Just wanted to show you how quiet it is here today. It's Wednesday, and Wednesday, and look, there's nobody here. Just the odd person here and there. It's
and the odd-
unbelievable.
The odd Kango hammer in the background.
Yeah, they're doing work on some flats, aren't they? Yeah. I don't know if I've ever showed you the pan that I use to cook when we're using the battery pack. It's a little electric saucepan. We bought it from Amazon. I think it was somewhere between 20 and 30 pounds. It wasn't very expensive, but we use it a lot. Tonight it's getting used for fajitas. We've been using it for cooking up Dolly's chicken and rice. It's a brilliant rice cooker. Yeah, so the link is in our Amazon store. Highly recommend this because look, on the battery pack, 265 watts it's taking and 78%, and it's, well, that's cooked. So the battery pack started on 99%. So yeah, really recommend this. I like it. It's very nice and easy to clean. It's fully non-stick. Can't beat it. Nice and simple. 2 heat settings. As you can see there. Love it. Absolutely love it. And it works with your power stations. In fact, this works with our little power station as well, our 600 watter. So yeah, top tip. That was an interesting one, wasn't it? So here's the update on the leak.
Well, the leak, both leaks. The first one was the boiler. By the look of it, I opened the drain valve, shut it again, and it all seemed to seat and clear itself. Or maybe it was over-pressurised. I'm not sure, because the hot water's been on probably for a little bit too long. But nonetheless, I think it's okay now. But as we mentioned earlier, it's not designed to run as long as we run it.
I know, we have our hot water on almost permanently, don't we? So
yeah, I mean,
it's probably a better idea to have it on.
Into,
I mean, what do you guys
yeah.
do? Do you run your hot, when you're travelling like us, would you run your hot water permanently, or do you just turn it on in the morning for your shower when you need it and then that's it?
Yeah, I mean, I was running it overnight because it was getting cold, and it would trigger the valve, the dump valve, so it would empty the contents of the boiler. So it's run for a reason, but at the moment it's off because it's warm.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it stopped dripping for whatever reason.
I mean, that's been leaking since France.
Yeah, so that's that's good, thankfully.
So that's that one.
That's that one. Now,
second one, the toilet, totally fixed, didn't break again.
Yeah, that was okay. That was a nut and bolt that fell apart and a plastic clip. So I managed to root around in the toilet locker. And
It's always a pleasure, never a chore.
Yeah. So I managed to put that back together. So yeah, if your handle ever goes a bit wonky, it is nothing more than a plastic nut and bolt and a washer. Very
it's
simple
a
design.
two-person job though.
Yeah, well, you've got
because
to.
I had to feed it through and he had to get it from the other end, so it is a two-person job.
Yeah, exactly. It was alright. It's done in the end. I mean, the main one for us and the frustration is home.
Yeah.
The shower leaked. The ceiling gave way. My youngest son said, "Oh, I popped it. It's okay. I'll put a bit of gaffer tape on it."
He had as well.
Yeah,
Oh my
so,
God.
yeah.
What was he expecting that was going to do?
So thanks for that, Elliot. Really good, appreciate that. But yeah, gaffer tape wasn't going to fix this one.
No.
So what it looks like has happened is the sealant is given out. It became a little bit blocked, so the shower was backing up and the water was going over the edge of the shower, down the back of the walls where the sealant had gone. But normally the water level in the shower isn't at the height it was at. I think my son thought it's time to have a bath, not a shower, so just filled up the bloody shower
Yeah,
tray.
and of course the downstairs ceiling had been painted with satin or one of the vinyl paints, so it just collected it like a big balloon. And when it went, it went.
I'm leaving the insurance alone. The excess is way too much because
What
it's
was
just.
it?
It was a £750 excess.
Ouch!
Always read the small print.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was that, but there we go. That's my fault. Repairs. The repairs being fixing the hole in the ceiling. Now, I reckon 120 quid and that will be done. So there's no point in wasting me excess on that. Probably going to need a new shower tray. That's about 160 quid. And I've got an old colleague from work who's going to look at that for me, and this time we will install it on a solid frame so there's no movement, fully sealed in, cut into the tiles and so on.
Yeah,
So,
we didn't install it.
no, we didn't install the last one. It wasn't done very good, but that's another story. The shower is no longer leaking and there's still a hole in the ceiling, so we will get that fixed. But,
I know.
But again, it's difficult. We're over here, they're over there. But on the upside, we just said, listen, give me a video call and take me for a trip around the mess.
Yeah.
And then we seen all the other mess that we didn't need to see. But nonetheless, yeah, the shower is going to be fixed, and you wanted to go back.
I did want to go back because all I could see was just this complete mess and it wasn't being dealt with, and I just thought, yeah, well, it was just... I just want to go back and get it sorted, but you know, you were right to stay out here. It's much, obviously it's better, and of course it's sorting us out for next year, because our plans for next year are a French visa so that we can stay out for much longer. So yeah, we've got to get our heads round not jumping at the slightest panic, that's me, and thinking, oh, I've got to go back, I've got to sort it. Sometimes things just have to be sorted by themselves, don't they? So yeah, I've got to get that in my head, that I can't control everything that I need to get sorted all the time.
Yep, exactly. So that was a day we kind of lost with worry and so on, and trying to get hold of the insurance company, who in the end were good.
I don't know if you get this, but when you go home, there's always a big list of van jobs to do, and a big list of things that have not quite, that are a little bit broken or have broken. So we've got a few, when we go back in a few weeks' time, we've got a few jobs we need to get done, and one of them is getting a Max fan in there.
Yeah, a Max fan in there isn't a bad idea, but fortunately this time round we've had things go wrong, but my toolkit is growing.
Yeah.
So I've managed to fix things whilst we're out here, rather than getting back and going, right, that's going to take a couple of days to sort. Of course, you know, if the step falls off, you need your step. Pippa needs to get in and out. We do have a plastic backup, but you know, again, as we said before, that was a £5 fix, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, it was just a simple one.
But there's nothing needs doing in a hurry.
It was a lesson anyway. It was a lesson to be learned that, you know, while you're out travelling and you do still retain a property, sometimes things can go wrong with the property, and you've got to bear that in mind. And what are you going to do if it's something really big? That wasn't that big. It was big enough for me, and it did make a mess, because the reason I was worrying was the floors are all engineered oak downstairs, and it had gone into the floor in the hallway. But it looks okay now. It looks like it's dried out. So
yeah, thankfully.
But there we go. We'll leave that one there as a little disaster.
Leave that firmly in the corner till we get home. Yeah.
Yeah, so just want to say thank you for all the TV recommendations you've given us. Hey, we've had some good ones, haven't we? Last night we sat and we binged about the space shuttle on iPlayer. I think it was the shuttle that fell out of the sky or
That's
something.
what it was called, yeah, that was
very
really good. Enjoyed
very,
that.
very interesting. Oh my goodness, I didn't know any of that stuff. So yeah, that's a good one if you're into that kind of thing. We binge watched One Day. I think I preferred that more than he did.
That was good. We're also watching that one, The Missing Flowers.
The Missing Flowers of Alice Hart. So
that's really good, yeah.
We've written everything down and noted what you've said was good. So we're just slowly going through them bit by bit.
We're getting through them, aren't we?
I mean, we only have one episode or something a night. We don't sit for hours and watch TV. But
apart from last night when we watched 3 of the Shuttle.
Actually, yeah, that's true. I've just told a huge lie. We did. We binged that
3 hours
because I really enjoyed it.
We could say a big thank you to all of our subscribers, old and new.
Of course.
We've now just hit the 8,000 mark.
I know.
So we don't know how we've done it.
No.
But it's just thanks to everybody out there.
Thank you so much. We started this channel, it was actually just over a year ago, and the growth has amazed us. I mean, I know we picked up a lot of you during the whole situation with Dolly right on New Year's Day. But yeah, it's fantastic, and it's so lovely to have you along, and we feel like we're really building a great community, because it's lovely to hear from you all. We're recognising names and, you know, we recognise you in the comments, and then you'll perhaps be on Facebook and you're bringing things up, and, you know, we're starting to think of you all like little family, you know, our friends. So it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, and the questions and answers and so on that we're getting, they're really interesting. We do like them.
Yeah.
We do get round to answering them.
Yeah, although we got called a rude Spanish word this morning.
Oh yeah. That comes with the territory.
It does, yeah. I'd never heard of that one before.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, thanks very much indeed for watching. And as ever, we shall see you on
Thursday.
Yeah, it's
Thursday.
Tuesday today, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, yeah.
See
Going to see you on Thursday.
Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.